What's happening, YouTube family? Today I am joined by some good friends of mine because we're going to be talking to you about MLM, which is multi-level marketing or network marketing, which some of you might be familiar with. Now, I had to put this video together because we are in the middle of these corona times where everything is dark and grey. It is July 2020. People have lost their jobs, people have been made redundant, people are not making as much money as they used to, and the economy doesn't look really great outside. Now, because this is a great opportunity and a side hustle, I said to myself, I had to get on board two of my friends who I know who are making tens of thousands, killing it, absolutely smashing it in MLM. Now, without any further ado, I am actually going to introduce them so they can answer some key questions that I put together to put them on the spot so we can actually see how profitable MLM can be. Now, before I get into it, we're gonna, of course, do a little introduction, and I want you to make sure you hit that subscription button, turn post notification bell on, and don't go anywhere. I'll see you in a minute. So what's happening, YouTube family? So my name is Dominic and I am joined by Bells and Rodney.
What's happening, people? It's good, man.
Right? Now, this video, as I said, is all about MLM and network marketing. So if it's something that you do right now, or if it's something you've been considering and you've recently come across this video will honestly answer most of your questions. Now, I'm actually going to treat this video kind of like you don't know what MLM is. So one of the first questions I'm going to ask, guys, is what is MLM? Rodney, Bells, who wants to take this? Anyone?
You can take this one.
What is MLM?
Perfect. So MLM is a type of way that you can have a business. There's three types of ways that you can have businesses. The first is corporations, and that's when somebody builds their own system. So they're building their own system and it's all from themselves. Then we have franchises. And franchises is when you're buying a system from somebody that's already built a system. So for instance, McDonald's or Burger King. Then we have multi-level marketing, and that is buying into what's more of a smaller personal system. So it's more affordable, it's more cost effective. And what the company will do is they will allow you to use their system, and they deal with all of the back end stuff that comes with business, all of the headache, all of the accounting, the finance, all of those things. They will deal with that, and you as a independent business owner can focus on the good stuff, and that's building a business, that's finding customers, and that's leading your customers and distributors.
All right, interesting. Right, there you have it. So MLM, multi-level marketing, essentially is basically you selling a service with an organization that you've built. Is that fair to say?
Yes.
Yep. Fair enough, great. Now, in terms of like how you got into MLM, just some background, because I think I like to know background. Like maybe you, I do. How did you get into MLM? Like, did you just see it online? Did you Google it? Did you always knew you wanted to be an MLM leader or run a huge organization, or did you come across it from a leader or a mentor?
I'll let him answer that.
Yeah. So for me, my background's in recruitment. I used to work in sales. And I used to play football like semi-pro. And somebody I used to play football with, he literally, contacted me about a business opportunity. So I didn't know what MLM was. I didn't know nothing about it. But I saw that you can, build a business, build a system, and have leverage as well. And I like the fact that you could have not just financial freedom but time freedom as well. So those were the things that attracted me when I got involved. But I didn't have no experience. I didn't know what MLM was, but I just got started and learned on the way.
Okay, so you literally just gave it a go.
Gave it a go.
That's a true entrepreneur way. Know your way to the top. I love that. Now, in terms of like, that sounds great, right? Like time and money combined, and I'm actually going to ask a few more questions about that. But before I do, what about some of the challenges? What are some of the challenges? Because that sounds great, but there must be some element of sacrifice and hard work or something. What are the challenges in both of your opinions?
Oh, yeah, Do you want to answer that first?
Yeah, you go for it. Yeah.
So go on, you could go first.
So for me, the biggest challenge was a shift in mindset. So I was familiar with the employee mindset of going to work and expecting a paycheck at the end of the month. And I was kind of thrown into the entrepreneur lifestyle where there's no guarantees, there's risk involved, and you don't always get paid for your efforts straight away. Usually a lot of the things that you're doing now you don't get paid for, but you see it later on down the line. So that shift in mindset was the hardest thing. And yeah, building an organization where you're responsible for a lot of people. You know, in the workplace, people have to work even if they don't want to. In multi-level marketing, if people don't want to work, they're not going to put in work. So it's about developing the right leadership and being able to lead an organization and get people to want to work because you don't really have control of anyone. So I think the leadership part, the shift in mindset was the most difficult parts for me.
Okay.
And for myself, is more or less quite the same as well, because I'm somebody who was a graduate. I studied international business and globalization. I was also working in recruitment as well. And I'm somebody that's quite analytical, and I want to do things right and perfect. You know, that's what I learned from university. That's what I've learned from my jobs. You have to do it right or don't do it at all. And when it comes to network marketing, or let's just even say business and investing, the learnings in the doing, the learnings in the failing, and in the reviewing.
Yeah.
So at first, when it came to failure, I was a bit scared. To me, I felt like it meant that I wasn't going to be able to progress, and that nothing was going to come from that failure, and I should just stop because I keep failing.
Do you feel like this ain't for me? Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
What people normally say.
Yeah, imposter syndrome. Like, this is just not for me. Like,
Absolutely. So once I learned that that's the process that business people and entrepreneurs and investors go through in order to become successful, and that's the only way that you can become successful within the right side of money in terms of business owners and investors, then it allowed me to get to work quite easy. The other thing that was a challenge was the accepting the loss in social esteem from ignorant and people that didn't really know what multi-level marketing was. So a lot of people think that it's a scam, it's a pyramid scheme, it's not legal, but it absolutely isn't none of that stuff. And they're just saying that because they might have had a bad experience, or they've seen something and now they just think that it isn't what it seems like. But it's not that. So once I got through those two hurdles, I was able to, not only become a better person, help other people start achieving their goals and aspirations, and really get down to work, really get down to business.
All right. No, I like the sound of that, and I like the way you articulated that as well, because I have seen that as well online when I've researched multi-level marketing, and when I've been involved in multi-level marketing in the past as well. A lot of people say it's a pyramid scheme and all these things, but it's not. When you actually do your in-depth research, anyone with a half-decent mind will realize that it is not a pyramid scheme for numerous reasons. So actually, what do you actually say when someone says that? How do you explain that? Like, do you explain that, yes, it's an organization where everyone, can earn, their own income, and, you're not essentially eating off everyone. How do you actually explain that for someone who just doesn't get it?
Yeah, so a pyramid scheme is illegal, and it's just a system where you got to recruit people, but there's no product or service. So people are basically just buying into nothing. They're not paying for anything. And also, if you can't out-earn the person that's introduced you, then that's also a pyramid system. So those are the two main things. Yeah.
Right. All right, fair enough. There you go. Well, there you have it. So it's definitely not a pyramid scheme. Right, cool. And in terms of some of the more juicier things that everyone I know wants to know, right? I might have to get a little drum roll or something when I'm editing this, right? But in terms of income, can I, number one, earn a supplementary income while I got a job and build this on the side? And two, can I quit my job and be like, bye to my boss, I'm out, and literally do this full time? Like, what kind of money can I make, honestly? What kind of money can we make? This is what everyone wants to know.
All right, perfect.
Who wants to take this?
All right, so I'll start, and then you can add anything in if you see that I've missed anything out. So through network marketing, through MLM, you can become a 6-figure earner, you can become a 7-figure earner. Whew. But it's a little bit more juicy than that. You don't just get the money, you get the time freedom as well.
Balling. Yeah.
All in.
Yeah, literally.
Exactly.
Okay.
And I mean, time is the most important commodity today. You know, you can lose money and make it back, but that second that just went, we're never going to get that back. So if you're stuck in a rut where you're always going to work, exchanging your time for money, and as you get promoted, you spend more time at work, this is a way that you can come out and really do the things that you'd want to do if you had all the time and money that you needed, because you can earn it through network marketing.
Yeah, and just to add to that, I would say, you know, if you're brand new, you have no experience, you know, if you look at the history of MLM, it usually takes about 1 to 3 years to earn a full-time income, about 5 years to earn 6 figures, and about 7+ years to become a 7-figure earner. So those are the usual time frames of consistent work. And if you're, you know, somebody that's looking for an MLM company, I think the 3 most important things to look for is, number 1, a product that people need and they're going to use it if you look for a company. Number 2 is the right leadership, right? Because the best way to get from where you are to where you want to be is to find someone that's already done it and just follow that person. So if you've got someone who's already making a certain amount and that's willing to teach you, which is hard to find, but if you can find that, then you're on the right track. And the third thing is a company that actually pays a good residual income. Because some companies, you don't know how much you're going to make, it's different each month. So a company that pays a solid residual income every single month, and it's basically a transparent conversation plan.
Just let them know what residual income is.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
What it is. Okay, so where literally you do the work once, but you get paid over and over and over again. So for example, if you bought a house and you got tenants paying you rent, you bought the house once, but they're paying you over and over and over again. So in MLM, you build a business once, but that business produces you income month after month, year after year. So that's residual income.
Freedom.
So, yeah, literally. No, I like the sound of that. So yeah, I mean, the leadership part for me is huge, because I honestly feel like, yes, you can learn things by trial and error, but if you have a mentor who's already done what you're trying to do, it can just speed things up so much quicker. Now, in terms of mentorship, are you both available to mentor someone who might be watching this right now and say, you know what, I like the sound of this, I want to start making an additional income and I want to get support? Are you both mentors?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Great.
And just on the back of that, there's 3 things that me and Rodney look for, and that's someone that's got a positive mental attitude, right? They're coachable and they have a work ethic. Because we can't get everyone results, but if you got those 3 things, then we can get you results.
Love the sound of that.
Honesty. We're honest.
Right. Cool. So there you have it. So I mean, I think those are some of the main questions that I would ask if I'm getting involved in MLM, like what to look for, mentorship, how much money can be made. You've already heard it. You can make 0 to 6 figures to $1 million+. And I know if you actually Google, just do a simple search on MLM, like high earners, it will come up as well. I've seen it before myself. So I mean, just doing some simple research, you can already establish that there is money to be made in this space. It is a side hustle, which honestly you should definitely consider if you're thinking you need to make additional income, you want to work from home, you might be a parent, you've got children, and you don't want to get back into work. If you're watching this and you may have lost your job, you've been made redundant, and you're thinking of making an income, I would definitely say get in touch with these 2 guys. I make no money from this, by the way. I make 0 money from this. I literally.
So what good friends are for.
I literally, honestly, like, they're gonna think it's a partnership. Like, literally, I make 0 income. It was me who said I have to get some content out there on MLM, because I haven't touched on it on this channel at all. So if you like this video, honestly, can you just smash the like button? It helps the YouTube algorithm. And can you follow these guys? They're on Instagram. I'll drop their @ so you can hit them up if you have any questions, or if you're curious just to learn more. I'm pretty sure they're happy to teach you and to talk to you about MLM and what they do, the organization are part of, and how they make a full-time wage. Now, that's it for today. I'm glad to have you here as usual. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and turn the notification bell on so you don't miss any content from me. Take care. Peace.